Don't get anyone pregnant.
Abstinence.
Emotional preparation.
The miracle of life.
I was actually brought up in a single parent home, so that kind of, just my mom raised my siblings and I. So I think that's why I never got the talk. Yeah, I was never given any talk.
So when I first got the talk, I was in 5th grade. That is when we were formally taught with a book called Life Alive or Come Alive, I forgot what it was, some religious book. And it was not under the biological lens of how sex works. It was very like the miracle of life and, you know, Catholic love.
So I would say most everything I knew was just from friends or literally from Googling it because age of the internet. I was just like, oh, I wonder what you're supposed to do with this. I wonder what you're supposed to do with that. It's kind of weird because my parents, you would have thought someone would have said something eventually, but nobody said anything. Kind of stumbled my way into that one.
I think I was probably like 8 or 9 when my mom started talking to me about sex. But again, it was more like you're gonna get heartbroken if you give sex.
I think one thing they really don't talk about in school, and something your parents don't talk to a lot about, just because I think it's sort of an awkward subject, especially in America, but emotional preparation. You know, you could watch a million videos about, you know, how to put on a condom and how to avoid STDs and how to practice safe sex, but ultimately you're not ready until you reach some sort of age, and it's not something set in stone. It's just an emotional preparation that you make in your head. And I feel very lucky that when the time did come for me, I felt ready emotionally and from an education perspective.
Things like sex, when you come from the street, the way I came up, it went perfect because like it's a certain type of fear. It's a certain type of fear and logic that you get from the streets that you can't necessarily get from someone just talking about it.
Is anyone prepared? I guess, I mean, I didn't cry or, you know, anything like ridiculous like that. So I guess yes and no.
Well, when I was younger, I think just like understanding that I wasn't getting the same education as everyone else would have been more helpful to know, because like you go into certain things, because like I was like 13 and you would think that you're operating on the same like vocabulary level as everyone else in terms of sex, but that's not the case. So then like you're in situations where you have to spend more time explaining things, and then it makes you look different, it makes them look different, it just can be uncomfortable sometimes.
When my high school teacher for the sex ed class or health class, I forgot his name. He seemed like a nice guy, but I didn't like him personally. But when he talked about sex, he did this experiment where he basically passed around a cup to the class and he told all the boys to spit in it. And then after that, he handed it to one girl and he said, see, this is what happens when you have sex.
It's kind of sad, and it's embarrassing a little bit. I don't want to embarrass my mom, but I was asking her about like a vagina, and I think she gave me the wrong information, because then I looked on I think I went online and looked at Planned Parenthood's like anatomy board and was like, oh, I don't think my mom was right. And like that's embarrassing because she was a smart person, but like come on, like if smart people don't even know that stuff, like come on. It's a little sad. So just like more about, I think it's better to have education that you at least know the basic anatomy of all genders.
I think I would have liked a culture that was more open about just talking about it. I feel like with sex, it's private. You don't even talk about like lingerie and lingerie. It's like, you know, nethers or net. Like everything's coded. There's like a weird secrecy with it. I've never understood that. I still don't understand that. I just feel like it's a shame. Like there's a human shame that we have sex.